And
Are
perfect. The
we?
intention today was for me to learn how to integrate from Cray after this ayahuasca journey. Oh, it says it's scheduled for right now. Weird. Okay, well,
This is Aya messing with ya.
yeah, it's the universe testing me how much I really want to be doing this. And I'm like, yes, I'm here for it. Persist. So great. You had some
Yes, sir.
experiences with Aya as well. I'm
Yeah.
interested in how you integrated your experiences.
How did I integrate my experiences with? First of all, I have to integrate them.
Mhm.
They're in there somewhere, so in one sense, they're integrated.
Yeah.
Um, there were things that I think the only way to really integrate anything is to take steps that are in alignment with what you experienced, interpreted, whatever you want to call it.
Mhm.
So I know plenty of people who have done Aya and had the experience of we are one, and their lives didn't change one little bit. So
Mhm.
they now have this beautiful memory of a time where they experienced that we're all one.
Mhm.
And for me, that's that's the usual result from psychedelics. People go and they have a really fun trip and they
Mhm.
have something to talk about at parties and their lives don't change whatsoever. So I
Yep.
would encourage you with what would and again, there's a lot of there's a lot of stuff that goes on in one Aya chunk. And
Yep.
so for me, there's some stuff that changes and shifts without me having to worry about it. It's
Mhm.
just, tumblers are falling or whatever you want to call it, dominoes are falling. And there's
Mhm.
other stuff where I don't think Aya is trying to turn you into an automaton. It's not like saying Aya isn't saying, "Oh, this is the way it is. Follow me." Period. I think Aya.
Something,
Hmm?
something you uniquely got access to is having an experience of entities that I could throw queries at, like show me self-love, or have me, or like teach me how to accept self-loathing in me. And then it would instantly give me an experiential download that for me was one of the most like spiritual experiences I've ever had. And I've never really encountered entities that I could like throw queries that had have it instantly result in some embodied experience. That was something
Okay.
that was really powerful for me, and I'm wondering how.
So now you're going to use your deck of cards. Okay. Put them all together and give it the same question
Mhm.
and then cut the cards and see what you got.
You have it some random number generated as a similar thing.
Just do what I'm asking. What's the card that you got? Okay, now instead of it telling you what that means, what does that mean to you?
What does it mean to me?
Yeah, what does the two of diamonds mean to you about self loathing?
What does a two of diamonds mean to me about
Mm-hmm.
self-loathing? Particularly when it comes to accepting self-loathing patterns.
Yep.
I had it. It was about like, I mean, it was
Make a
around
story up
powerful
about the two.
partnerships can
Okay.
generate diamonds under high pressure or the crucible
Jesus
of connection.
Christ. Okay,
But
so try to keep it
self-loathing,
manageable. What do you
yeah.
got there? You got two diamonds, right? You got two diamonds on a card. What is that? How do you make a story up about that?
Okay, I mean, having a very lived experience of interfacing with an entity that I get to talk with,
I
like a giant willow tree, is very different than like a Deckard. But I'm gonna
no
try it.
it so
Yeah.
just so you know, the ability to talk to something while you're on Aya is
Mhm.
the same thing as if you've been in the middle of the ceremony and I had heard you say that and I had whipped out the two of diamonds and put it in front of you, I guarantee you have had a conversation. Okay.
You see.
So now you have to practice getting a conversation by yourself without having chemicals in your brain messing with the connectors. You can have this conversation with read Walt. I mean, if you read the books, you can see, you can experience all the oceans of the world in one dewdrop.
I see.
All right. So you have to practice. So right now you're like, oh, when I'm on Aya, I can perceive entities. There are entities around you all the time, Alton.
Yeah. Well, there's like that special state that makes it more available for me to, say overfit or over pattern match into some experience that's
Yeah. So part of the deal, I think, for you is learning not to overmatch into patterns, is to live a more fantastical life, to get messages, to make a story up about the two of diamonds. That's all it is. So the entities aren't telling you truth. They're giving you an experience. And you can poo-poo that, or you can have it be real. And you can actually, I would imagine that you were feeding the experience at the same time it was happening.
Mhm.
And so it's the same thing you're doing with the two of diamonds.
Well, I'm just generating meaning and injecting it into some arbitrary random number generator or object that I'm
Yeah,
allocating.
like an entity. You think you're believing that it's a random number generator and that's that, rather than it's the entity talking to you through what you have available.
Oh, okay. That was a beautiful frame.
You remember the story of my meditation teacher in Colorado, right?
Nope.
I had the
Maybe. Yeah, go ahead.
I had the intent when I went to this place in Colorado to study meditation and yoga. I said, okay, I have my opinion about these people as people, and I am going to hold them that they are my teachers, that they are going to be speaking the truth to me no matter what. And so I have to generate the story that has what they say makes sense. And so one day, through a bizarre set of circumstances, is standing on her balcony, screaming like a drill sergeant, cursing a blue streak, okay, and just being rude and crude and incredibly socially unacceptable for an enlightened being, for a bodhisattva. She just just horrible. And I'm just like, this fucking. And I went, wait a minute, Cray. You said that this was going to be your teacher, that you were going to make her your bodhisattva for the time that you're here. So there she is. She's trying to tell you something in a way that you can hear the best because she's the bodhisattva. She knows. Okay. What is she trying to tell you that you will not hear except through this lens? She's trying to give you something that she believes is going to be incredibly valuable to you.
Yeah.
And it took me about 3 hours before I made up a story about what she was saying and how she was saying it. That was like, shit, I never would have seen that.
Yeah. Okay. Beautiful. I hear look for the gold in whatever the universe is like beaming at you.
Yeah. And you still haven't told me the story about the two of diamonds, but hopefully you will someday.
I'll
Von
meditate.
Frederick de Roor.
Frederica, welcome.
Hi. Thank you. It's late, but I thought I'd quickly dial in since you invited me, Alton, and nice to meet you as well. And I hope, I'm curious what you guys are talking about.
I don't, there is no known law in the human universe, Alton, that indicates how you can source feminines like this. This should not be happening. This should not be happening.
I don't know if this is a compliment, but I'm enjoying
It's a compliment to her. It's an insult to you. Given how you show up in the world, Alton, why is a woman of this quality engaging with you?
It's interesting because he is very direct and he says what he thinks, and I like that a lot. And it's new things, and I like to open my horizon, so I enjoy it.
Is horizons a euphemism for something?
No.
Oh, okay.
And how about yourself? You're also engaging with Alton, so there's something that you must like about him too.
No, I'm here because we have an agreement. That's all. We usually do this once a week, and every week I'm trying to find a really good reason why I'm not supposed to be here, but it hasn't shown up yet. I made an agreement with him, and it
Okay.
continues, and it will continue until Altum releases me from the contract.
Okay.
So
Okay. Then, and
I might
while
be
you're
doing
there, enjoy it. Try to enjoy
no. I will enjoy you. I'm not going to enjoy being with Alton. No.
it.
Aw. What do you see,
So,
Craig?
brightness,
Hmm.
almost like a what do you call them? A crystalline fire of some kind. Um, hidden passion. Um, like there's in another time in another place she would have like ran across the moors naked, howling at the moon or something.
Interesting. So that's your intuitive first impression of me.
That's my story about you,
Okay.
based on what I can see in the pixels on the screen.
Okay. Okay. Doesn't sound too bad.
And I find this is just me being an idiot. Okay. Do you
Sure.
hide most of this?
What am I hiding? The passion?
No, I know you hide the passion. That's
I'm
that's
German.
yeah, yeah. Yes. What is I would expect if you're like a real German, one who grew up in Germany with Germans, that you would be used to hiding your desire for non-regimentation.
What's regimentation? Like for non-authority or what's that? Yeah, okay.
Doing the things that they want you to be doing.
Mm, I didn't grow up entirely in Germany. I was abroad for 11 years, so and I wasn't
Where
all
where
I went to school in Switzerland. I studied in London and Madrid and in South America. I lived in India for a while and in Johannesburg.
as a
So different
child?
places. No, from when I moved out when I was 14. And then I went to Switzerland and then I went to New
What
York and
school did you
India.
go to in Switzerland?
Lyceum Alpinum Zurz.
I went to École de Roche
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I
in
went to the
Switzerland.
German speaking part. Yeah.
Yes, of course you did.
Yes, and yeah, and then I was no, so everything after like childhood, so for my academic career, and then I came back to Germany, yeah, roughly 8 years ago. So back to your question, if I always grew up with Germans in this very strict way, I mean, in my childhood, definitely there was quite some order around, but me myself, I don't let myself be taken away by orders so much. I rather think first for myself.
Think rather than feel.
Yeah, that's always a balance or like something that I of course try to. Yeah, I have access to my feelings and I am pretty emotional.
They're in the basement. I have to go through multiple checkpoints.
Yes, and definitely many protection and barriers. Some checkpoint is a nice metaphor. But
Where are you in Germany?
I'm in Munich.
Okay.
I'm
If
not
you,
from Munich. I'm
I,
from the north. But yeah,
yeah, but the Berliners and the rest of Germany. Yeah.
that's true. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. I know people in Berlin and a couple in Cologne. So, um, if you get hold of me on Facebook, there's one person I'd like you to meet in Germany,
Okay.
and
Okay.
yeah.
He's single?
Oh yeah. As far as I know, I don't ask. No, I
You're not a
think that
matchmaker.
not in the classic sense. He has a little bit more earth than you do. You
Mhm.
have a little bit more crystal than he does. I think that you could explore well together.
Mhm.
So,
Okay. Happy to connect.
all right,
I always love to meet new people.
be careful.
I can still leave if I don't feel
Yeah,
comfortable. So that's I'm
yeah.
free.
Once you get
I'm free.
infected, you get infected.
It's okay.
Once you take the red pill, you've taken the red pill.
I have many checkpoints, so I'm not too worried.
Yeah, no. So, may I?
Yes, shoot it.
I don't think you have very many checkpoints. I think you like to pretend that you have checkpoints. But
Okay.
your truth, your emotional truth is very accessible to you.
Yeah, to me, yes. I mean, I know my
Yes.
core and I'm pretty well connected to myself, but also because I try to live in full integrity as much as I can. So my thoughts, words, and actions are in line so that
Once
I
again, you don't mention emotions.
well,
Have you been to Est? Are you an Esther?
what's est?
Landmark. Landmark.
No.
Oh, you're just a good German. Okay, fine. Gotta get you to Italy for a while.
So what are you when you say that's all thinking and not feeling? That's makes me curious what you see there.
I imagine that you don't have a lot of good dance partners that are emotionally competent. And I would say that that is probably due to your childhood patterning, that even if there were emotionally competent people in the room, your character says, no, 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 they're too dangerous.
Well, I am definitely more drawn to the emotional unavailable people,
Yes.
and that I have understood, and that's a pattern definitely from my father. And I see this also with my choice of men, that I find men that are not available emotionally very attractive, and it's definitely not serving me well. But that's what I find more interesting. At least that's the kick I get, even though it's a short run kick and not really healthy for the long run.
Yeah, it's what your character thinks, not you.
Yeah.
It's
What
what your
does that mean?
child thinks.
Yeah, yeah,
Patterns were laid down in childhood, and you think you are that child. And when that the child is attracted to that person,
yeah,
and when it feels the attraction, you think it's you.
yeah,
But if I'm saying, excuse me, she's doing that again. She's finding that unavailable older man attractive. Do you really want to do this dance again? And you'd be like, no, I don't want to do this. But in the moment, I'm not tapping you on the shoulder.
yeah,
You're saying, ooh, hi there.
yeah. And
Would you
often
like
I
a very
find,
short and intense relationship?
and often I find very emotionally mature people that are actually on eye level with me not interesting, or they don't give the kick. I
Yeah,
know
because
that's,
you're used to a heroin and you're not
yeah,
used to a methamphetamines.
exactly. Yeah, yeah. The
Um,
dopamine or whatever it is kicks in, and yeah, that's a very good point. Yeah, I'm aware.
well, no, you're not. You're knowledgeable.
Okay.
If you were aware, you would just take the step to the right.
I I do sometimes, and I see it especially when other things that stimulate me a lot are present in that person. So, like when I get intellectually stimulated or some other sort of curiosity that occurs that comes up in myself outside of that pattern that is unhealthy.
Do you ever get interested by, for me, stimulation is like this.
Yes.
Do you ever get stimulated like that? Will you get down and
Maybe I'm
slower?
too impatient. Maybe I'm too
Yeah.
impatient for that.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's a good coping skill to being emotional. Yeah, emotions are so damn slow.
Yeah. That's true. The soul has its own speed. Emotions are way slower than our mind.
Then my mind, my
My
dance,
mind.
my dance with my emotions is way slower than my dance with my intellect. Yes, I
Yeah.
agree with you.
Yeah. Yeah.
What would it be like to slow down and not to be so damn afraid?
Mm, to slow down. First, I have ADHD, so I'm scared I lose my thoughts.
It's okay to lose your thoughts. You are
That's
not your
always,
thoughts.
That's true.
Just okay. May I?
Yes.
Right here. Slow down.
Yeah.
Right now. Just take a breath. Let the thoughts do what they're doing. And try to feel into your belly.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
Oh, this is going to take a lot of work, I can say. It's right there. There's no distance. There are no checkpoints. It's your belly. May I?
Yes.
Part of your AHD is so that you don't have to feel.
Okay.
And so you're going to have to do a thing called, what's it called? Not successive approximation, systematic desensitization. You're going to have to teach yourself that it's okay to be slow, to lose your thoughts, and to feel your emotions. And you do that very slowly.
Mm-hmm.
Now for me, the bass strings are coming on right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like a viola or it's like listening, you go,
Mm-hmm.
it's quite enchanting. That was this, wow. You did that very easily, it looked like.
I'm a fast learner, I guess. But no, I'm reflecting simultaneously, of course, as well, thinking, okay, can I ask a question now or not? Should I just try to let it think? And then my other mind being like, okay, this is so weird. What am I doing here? I'm talking to a stranger on a call
Yeah,
in my pajamas in my bed in Munich.
yeah.
So, but on the other side, I was also reflecting on a conversation I had earlier with a friend.
What does
But
it feel like?
strong.
Strong is not an emotion.
Mm, you mentioned the word earthy before, that I'm less earthy than this other guy you we want to connect me with. So
Mm-hmm.
maybe it feels more like grounding or earthy, maybe if you want to use that as a, it's also not an emotion, but
Oh, she slaps back too. That's nice.
um
Hmm.
yeah, but not scary.
Yeah.
I'm okay.
Yes, you are. I like your bass better than
Thank
your
you.
piccolo.
Okay.
Personal preference. And you're going deeper. It looks like you're actually, but now that I've drawn attention to it, you're like, oh,
Yeah, it's an interesting experience. But of course, there's like one side of me that's like, oh, I need to do something. Like there's,
yeah.
but then also like, of course, this whole letting go, and then you can take the lead, and I just wait for what you say, and that's okay. It's your session, and I just follow.
No, it's yours.
But technically, it's Alton's, and I'm just here.
It's yours. Everything is yours. You are at the center of your universe.
Yes.
It's all about you.
Yeah.
Wow. Huh. You don't look like you're used to your having your bass be appreciated.
I think it's just not often present, and so I can't even give people the chance to show appreciation for it or not.
It's always there. You're just really good at hiding it.
When we talk about bass, you mean like the calmness in me, or what other word could we use?
Do you know what a cello is?
Yeah.
When I say bass, I mean cello.
Okay. Like a deep tone.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Hmm.
You do that really, really well.
Thank you.
You close your eyes, then you open them. Really done well.
Thank you.
Okay, go away.
You mean me?
Yes, Jesus.
You want me to leave?
Yeah, it's too much.
Why?
You I don't want to hear your piccolo. I love your bass.
Well,
And
I am all parts of me. You can't like reject that part.
I can state my preference.
That's true.
Thank you.
But I don't need to
Nope.
lean into it.
Nope. You don't.
Okay.
I don't want you doing something that you will later regret with your piccolo. Your bass looks like it wants to speak. And since your piccolo is your primary instrument, I don't want your bass to say something that your piccolo will later be upset about.
And what would that be?
I don't know. I don't have to know. I just tell myself stories that entertain me. And that's the story I'm telling myself about you now.
Okay. Interesting.
I love it that you're like, what would my bass say that my
Well,
piccolo would be upset about?
yeah, I mean, doesn't harm me to go with your story and to think into
Explore. Yep.
uh,
And exploring after midnight is always really interesting.
yeah. I mean, it's just an invitation that I can follow or not. So
Too late. You're already following it.
that's okay. I can always leave the party.
Right. Uh-huh. Like you're going to leave the party before the party's ended? Yeah. No, you're going to follow that. Good luck.
Do you play these games with Alton too?
Everybody.
Okay.
Okay.
Hi.
Sophia,
Hi,
Mensch,
Federica.
nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Long time. I have heard
Oh,
of you for a long time. Sorry, I need to say this now. The first time I meet you.
Oh,
You look cute together, the two of you.
cute. Yeah, that's what you want to be called as a couple. Cute. Maybe in
Well,
Bavaria.
I think I've heard so much about her, so I'm happy that I get to see her now. She's famous here.
In Germany?
No, if here in my in my universe, she's already famous. So you two have been watching this story here, yeah?
The story?
Yeah. This dance.
The dance, the
Oh, I just walked in. What was
what's
happening?
what's your observation?
I imagine Kree is drilling you like he drills everyone else.
I don't feel drilled.
What do you feel?
I'm playing with your metaphor of the bass and the high pitched voice and what I can link to it and what resonates with it in me and what doesn't. And whenever I talk now, I reflect on it and I try to then put myself into your shoes and think, okay, does he now think I'm back to the pitch high voice or am I still at the bass? So those are like my thoughts right now.
She's an engineer for Volkswagen. Yeah,
No,
she
I'm
designs
really not.
cars.
I'm really not. I'm really not an engineer. I'm not even good in science or any of this stuff.
You're
So,
German. You're an engineer. Culturally, you're an engineer. All Germans,
okay.
except for the mystics.
Okay.
The mystics can get pretty freaking weird, but
Do we actually have people watching this right now? Like, is this not? I don't know. I'm just like, do people enjoy
This is the first time I'm
listening?
streaming it to YouTube for a couple years as well, and historically it's several hundred.
Okay, great.
oh, good. Stage
Um,
fright.
I should have put a different name, maybe. I mean, I don't have anything to hide. We're all
Oh,
humans.
yes, you do.
What do I have to hide?
Your bass. That's what you have to hide.
My bass. I mean, my voice in general is pretty deep. I know
Not
this is
talking
not
about
about.
your voice.
I know this is not about my voice. I was just gonna say. What else do you associate with bass?
Pelvis.
Okay, what else?
That's it.
Pelvis. Okay. And what does that mean?
It's the bones that connect your torso to your legs.
Yes. So
That's
like
what it means.
the root chakra,
It could
basically.
be. The pelvis is more than chakras 1 and 2,
Okay.
especially for feminines.
Okay. So I need to eat more. When you want to go into that chakra, you need to eat more like root vegetables and be in
No,
nature.
no. You have, you have to feel your teeth,
My teeth.
your carnivorous teeth. You have to feel your hunger.
Okay. My hunger for what?
Yep. That is the question. That is the question.
Or is it like a pink elephant and everyone knows and I just don't know?
Um, it's not hungry, it's hunger.
Yeah.
And it's usually better if you try to find that out on your own rather
Yes.
than listening. Remember your teeth, little girl? Remember you had them at one time? Yes.
How did Alton find you?
There's no, you cannot figure that out. When she showed up, I'm like, miracles happen. That she's actually engaged in an intimate dance with Alton. I'm going, how is this possible? This is a giraffe and a lion. How is this possible? I'm surprised she hasn't killed him. I'm surprised that he hasn't, retreated into the very back of his brain. But here they are. Miracles still. I don't know everything. Evidently, I know very little. Sophia and I have a hate relationship going. So
But she still joins your session, so it's
no, she has not
No,
joined.
I don't.
She has not joined. She's present. Her physicality is present.
okay. And she's supporting me here a little bit, maybe.
You don't want her support.
Yeah,
No?
I'm stuck in the same level that you are, trying to figure out how to move my hips where all the women in the row are just like completely convulsed in pleasure.
No,
No?
not the
On a
kind of
different
pleasure you
level?
can experience. Not the kind of pleasure. If you would get out of that childish reaction bullshit and put it aside, but you can't because you are self-identified with your trauma. And every time that your trauma rears its head and says, be mean, be cruel, be nasty, hurt people, you're like, okay, let's do that.
Okay. Was
That's-
this
I
about
don't
women?
resonate with that.
That's okay, man. I hear stories. I don't know what's going on with you. I hear some stories and then that's what I base my reality on because you don't tell me anything. I have no idea what's going on with you. I have to rely on secondhand information.
From Alton?
I'm not saying who my sources are. Think Alton will repeat gossip about you? He knows what you would do to him.
I'm confused. Do I have to be scared of Sophia now?
No, she didn't.
No.
Jesus.
What
Awkward deal, Alton.
this is me and my bigoted thing. I think, what do I call you? Von Frederick?
Frederica, yeah.
Frederica. Oh, the phone of Frederica Rohr. Okay. I think that while playing the bass is not common for you, I don't think you have a lot of trauma about it. In my opinion, Sophia has a lot of trauma around her bass.
Okay.
And she is, I believe she's working on how to de-traumatize that. But may I, Sophia?
From 1 to 10, how spicy is it?
You're asking me how spicy my stuff is? It's not very spicy at all. Most people burst into flames when they taste my cooking. So, there you go.
What are you available for?
I'm available for like a 4 out of 10.
All right. I think Sophia is still caught up in the wrongness of what was done to her.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Well, it's what people go through. People have horrible things happen to them and they want justice. And the thing that wants justice is 5, 6, 7, 8 years old. And the people who need the justice aren't present anymore. And Sophia, I think, still wants retribution.
Oh yeah.
That's me. And she's going to, and like most people, she's going to keep listening to that child that wants justice or retribution until she gets to the bottom of the barrel. And it will probably cost her some relationships that in 3 or 4 years, she's going to go, oh, frick. If I hadn't been paying such close attention to my trauma, and usually this happens because the people in her history discounted the trauma. They said, oh, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. And she's like, I am never going to tell myself that what I am feeling is not that bad. I am going to take a stand for what I'm feeling, which is fine. But what she's feeling is recordings from decades ago. And she's making those feelings be about today. And those feelings are getting in the way of the life she could be having, but for her, it's more important to have the feelings, which is fine. That's one way to live.
How can
I know
I
that
dance
feeling
with
also
that?
myself.
I don't.
Or how can I evoke a different version or support her in getting to the bottom of that?
That's up to her. You can't do it for her.
I mean,
If this is true,
Are
Hmm?
Pray, are you talking about the righteous part when?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
your righteousness translated to a 6-year-old is, I am not going to listen to these lies anymore. I am not going to do what they're telling me to do. And your adult is
So
like,
not don't defend myself or anything. Just like let it happen.
I'm not going to let it happen. I'm not going to lie anymore, is what I think you're saying. Is I am mad and don't you dare tell me to act differently. I'm sad. Don't you dare tell me to stop crying. And
Yeah.
and what I think is happening is that as an adult, it's like, I have feelings, so what? I can align with them, that's fine, but I don't have to. I don't have to do anything with my thoughts. I don't have to do anything with my feelings. I don't have to do anything with my emotions. I am at choice here. Just because you're feeling sad doesn't mean that you should spew venom on everybody. Doesn't mean you shouldn't.
Well, the I don't experience myself doing that.
Okay. And may I?
Like I said, 4 out of 10.
Okay. Ask other people what their experiences of you. My experience of me is I'm not very spicy at all, and yet people are popping into flames all around me. Sophia, you are huge, okay? Your normal thing is a 6 or 7 on most people. What you think is a 3 or a 4 is a 6 or a 7 for other people. You don't understand this. You think that they have the same thermometers that you have, or their thermometers are rated in the same ways that yours are, and they're not. I would not, if you were going off at an 8 or a 9, I would want backup. Me. I would want backup. If you're coming into a room and you're saying, okay, Cray, this is, I'm not going to tell you what it is, but it's going to be an 8. I'm like, can you tell the SWAT team, please? Because I'm going to need some backup here. Okay. You're very, very big, Sophia. You have a big, I mean, I don't know, what's that human design thing? I imagine if you do a human design thing for you, it's going to say, oh shit, you're 2 standard deviations away from normal generator stuff.
I'm a manifesting generator.
Oh yeah. God bless the rest of us for putting up with you.
Okay.
I have a request to learn how to dance with Sophia's intensity when I share things.
Just
But-
leave me alone when I'm feeling righteous.
Yeah, but that's. May I? That just isolates you. It's the same thing that happened to you when you were a child.
But it's just like, I don't know.
You have to learn.
I don't know what you want me to do because you're like,
I want you to feel
don't.
righteous.
Yeah.
I want you to feel righteous. I want you to tell him that you're feeling righteous and be loving and kind instead. You're not
Oh,
denying
I've
what's
been
happening.
I've been doing that to the best of my ability. When I
What
want to
does-
fucking kill Alton for the things that he's fucking doing, and I feel definitely very righteous, and I feel like I need to defend like some part of myself, I either disengage or I disengage and then offer him something.
Sophia, does Trump believe he's a misogynist?
I don't know. I don't fucking know Trump.
He says he's not a misogynist. If you ask the women around him, they're all like, he's a misogynist. So again, you have your own internal analysis and experience of yourself. Ask the people, know your audience. Okay. You're sitting over there going, I'm not doing anything. And poor Alton's dying.
Yeah, pero por Dios, o sea, is that the
Yeah.
metric you want to use, Alton?
No, if you're Do you know the woman that lives with me?
Uh-huh.
You know, I don't go in there and turn myself up to an 8 because I know what's going to happen to her. I can feel an 8, but why would I want to crispy fry her? What's the point of having a crispy fried partner? What can they do
I don't
with
know. I would ask that. I would ask that to Alton.
What? You're the one who's crispy frying him?
No, no, no.
Okay, fine. Next time that you're feeling righteous, call in a witness and then interact with Alton and then ask the witness what they're seeing happen.
Beautiful.
I've done
That
that
sounds great.
before.
And
I've
what has
done that
happened?
before, and they're like, "Fucking yeah, Alton is doing his Alton thing.
No. Is
You
he
can't
being?
let it
Is
impact you." And I'm like, "Fuck, Jesus Christ."
yeah. I am agreeing with you. He needs a lot more practice about having to receive and not bursting into flames. But that's later on in the program. When he's
Oh my
flaming, there's nothing to be done. Okay? You can't have a decent dance with him. Jahan, what are you doing?
Oh,
You think this isn't about you? You think that Sophia isn't about you either? Just because you're easier with your flame doesn't mean that you don't have the same difficulties that she has. You're just used to being more seductive with it. You're more at ease with your fire than she is. If she could do what you do, if she could walk in with her presence and be like, this is the shit. And if you don't know this is the shit, you're stupid. If she could do that, we'd be a long way closer. A long way closer? I don't know. Hi, Jahan. How you doing?
I'm doing really well. Hi,
Now, you
Craig.
see,
Hi,
I've
crew.
never seen you do that, Sophia. I have never seen you do that. You are just okay. Goodbye, Von Fender. Like,
Sorry, guys. I need to sleep.
okay.
okay.
Make sure you wake up though.
I will, for sure. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
See, neither one of you feminines have her crystal at all. I don't think. So, anyhow,
Have the what?
the crystal that she has a crystal quality to her. So,
Crystalline quality?
yes, Sophia, the ease that Jahan has with her bodyliciousness, okay, that's what I would wish for you. Because if you had that, this is good, this is great, then you'd have to let go of the trauma.
Unless I feel pissed off that the Alton's like, yeah, you're right, Cray. That's exactly what it is. That's exactly what she needs to do. It's like,
And
fuck you, man.
yeah,
Jesus.
and what? Yes, I agree with you. Yes. If he was asking me how do I better dance with Sophia, I would say don't do that. That's stupid. Yes, but he doesn't. He doesn't ask the same way you don't ask. See,
But he's the one that has fucking calls with you every week. Like,
oh yeah, like Sophia.
he's the one that chooses that. No.
Sophia, what in Cray's world? What's the pinnacle of his practice?
I don't know.
An immersion. How many immersions has Alton been to?
I think 0.
0. What does that tell you about his desire to lift heavy weights?
That he's
0.
not- yeah. Okay.
How much has he changed in 4 years? He's changed. Okay. He's changed as much as you have changed in about 4 months. It took him 3 years.
Oh, beautiful.
Okay, like, what's happening?
What do you mean what's happening? He's slow. He's obnoxious. He doesn't have the hips. He thinks he's so fucking sensitive. Okay. And he has a very narrow bandwidth. If I was in about that you have to be able to lift 50 pounds at the end of the year, I wouldn't be on these calls anymore.
Yeah.
You can't look at Alton and judge him against you or Jahan. If he's a giraffe, for frickin' sake. He's a giraffe. He's not a lion. He's up there with his little delicate tongue eating little tiny leaves, and you're ripping apart gazelles.
Yeah, I notice I definitely feel some resentment when you're like, oh, but you need to do this and you need to do that, and it's like, what
Yeah,
about
and
what
why
about
don't
my partner like next to me, like I
guess
just
what
change
happens?
everything for what to fucking fit better into what your expectations are.
You fit into my expectations because you haven't come up with anything better yet. When you come up with something that's better, then we'll align behind that. But right now, you're a little kid sitting, why should I do what you want me to do? I'm saying, fine, come up with something better then, Sophia. Let's you use that brilliant brain of yours for something other than keeping yourself stuck where you are.
Oh my God, Alton, can you just stop?
Yep.
Like,
He can't stop. He's a giraffe. He can't stop being a giraffe. Gee, Sophia, would you stop being fiery? Sophia, would you stop having big hips? Sophia, your fieriness and your big hips is making me extremely angry. Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! What is that going to do? Sophia, what is that going to do? Hello?
I see what you're saying. You're right. I can do something different than what I'm doing because I'm fucking doing the same thing that he's doing, but just louder.
Yeah, gee, yeah, a lion doing a lion, and a giraffe doing a giraffe.
No, but you know,
Yes,
Alton's not a fucking giraffe. He's a scorpion. Like,
he does not have a stinger worthy of a scorpion.
oh, he does.
No, I have never seen it. He might.
I've fucking seen it. I've fucking seen it.
Have
Jesus
you
fucking
have you
Christ.
ever seen what a lion does to a scorpion?
I don't know. I haven't seen it.
Crushes it.
Wait, patty cake.
Squish, break. You're right. The scorpion may get a sting in. Yeah, the scorpion's going to come up with lion's not looking and go slap, and it's going to hurt. I absolutely agree with you. And then the lion's going to turn around and go squish. End of story. Sophia. I mean, wait a minute. Jahan? Could Alton sting you enough to destabilize you?
I've asked him to try.
So it's a no. I mean, just in your impression of
No.
Alton. Yeah, right. Okay.
But to be honest, I don't think very many people
Right. So
could.
do you think his sting actually destabilizes Sophia on a physical level? Do you think her physiology? Do you think that the lion's sitting there like it's in an electrical shock, like somebody shot it with a taser or something? Or is it just really pissed off?
On a physiological level, no.
Right. So on what level then is his sting destabilizing you?
Psychological.
Oh, really? Yeah. His stinger is going to mess with your psychology. Oh, sell that one some other place, girlfriend. You have a fucking Sherman tank of a psychology.
Oh my God, dude.
I don't.
Y'all, you don't fucking know Alton.
I'm fine. All I can do is work with what I got. I have never seen his stinger. Everything I'm looking at says, yeah, it can be irritating as hell. But seriously, irritating from him? What's he going to call
It's
you
not
on? The size
like
of your nose?
it's
You're-
manipulating.
Yeah, yes, he is a great manipulator. And
It's just fucking.
what you're doing isn't manipulating, Sophia?
He's very fucking subtle about it. He creeps
Yeah.
in, he fucking pokes you. And it's just like fucking.
I can't do that, god damn it. I've never been able to sneak up to somebody and poke them the way that you poke them, and they don't even know they've been poked for 4 days. I go in and poke them, and they're immediately in my face. I'm actually jealous of your ability, you bastard.
Oh, sweet of you.
Yeah, see, this is. I don't understand why you haven't killed him. I have no idea, Sophia.
I don't know.
I can see what he's doing now, and everything in me says you should either kill him, you should have his balls nailed to a wall.
I really want to.
Yeah, I know, but I don't understand why you're not doing it. He is to
It's not like
your
competitive advantage.
what?
It's like there's no comparative advantage to doing that. It's just not worth it.
Yeah, I see. That's where you and I differ. I think the pleasure that you would get from actually ripping his balls off and nailing him to a wall is something that you're afraid to experience because it would only lead to more of the same. And that's your strength. Alton does what he does because he thinks he can get away with it. He's intelligent enough to know that his awe and his nodding of his head is irritating as fuck to the pseudo-adult feminine that he's in relationship with.
Ugh.
Okay? You're on your way. You're not a child anymore. You're on your way, Sophia. You're better than 99.9% of the feminines out there. Don't give me any shit. Or give me shit of a different kind, not that kind. Okay? Until Alton has the direct consequences for his actions, he's going to continue to do them. Because for him, what's happening now? Oh, you're upset. Who cares? He made a brilliant point. He's shown that he's sensitive. He's shown that he's any of his sensitive new age guy crap, And you take a fork and you stick it in his leg. And he says, what the fuck is that for? For saying aw. Yeah, you think Jahan's going to take that kind of crap? In public, when she's in a meeting, she'll take all kinds of crap because she has business to get done.
Well, she doesn't have any incentive not to do it.
What is your incentive? If you don't make sure that the man that you're with measures up to your standards, then you're doing nothing but being a cheap whore.
Whoa.
Bold.
Accurate. Not disrespectful. We're all selling ourselves.
Yeah.
You're just doing it cheaply, Sophia.
Oh, no.
Yes.
No.
Sophia, I want you to be proud of being in a relationship with me. Okay? I don't want you doing it because you're afraid of me. I don't want it because you're feeling that I'm a coin purse that you're taking money out of. I want to be in a relationship with you and you're proud to be with me. That's the masculine thing. I don't want your pity. I don't want your condescending bullshit. I want you to treat me like the man you want in your life. Cut me a little slack, because I'm not used to really dancing with real women with real appetites and real strength. But don't cut me any slack. If I do something that upsets you, let me the fuck know. And if I don't take action in correcting that, then make it more costly. Make it more costly.
You literally told me, like, not even like what, 15 minutes ago? Oh, you're letting the righteous part of you get in the way.
I'm not saying do it
Like,
righteously. No, do not do it from that pathology place. You're like, Alton, I feel disrespected when you make noises at me like I'm a small puppy dog. This is what I'm like right now. Maybe in a year I'll grow this. So make that puppy dog noise at me one more time, and there are going to be consequences. Ones you're not going to like. And he's going to be like, ha ha ha. The next time he does, just hit him. Don't break his nose. Don't hit him in the balls. Just punch him on the arm. Next time you're having sex, just before he comes, walk away. And he's like, what are you doing? And I said, I told you there would be consequences. Finish it yourself. You guys need to you need to stand up and make them stand up to be with you. And yes, there is a potential cost that they're not going to measure up and you're going to walk away. That's good. Word will spread. And the lesser ones will say, not with that ball buster. And the ones that do come around are like, let's dance. See, now Jahan is okay with liking that. You're not okay with it, Sophia. Why? Why do you not want to call bigger and better men into your life? Because they might find out what a piece of shit you are, says your pathologized inner child.
I just haven't met them.
Well, yeah, that's because you're busy playing a little girl. Why the hell would they notice you?
Ay, por Dios.
Why would they notice you?
I don't think that's the question.
Yes, it is.
No.
People have patterns. Okay? If you come from an abusive household, you're going to go find an abusive spouse. You break up with them, they die. You're going to go into a bar. There's 99 people there that aren't abusive, and there one who is. Guess what you're going to do? If you're not doing any work, if you're not trying to break the patterns, you're going to go back to find the abusive guy. Most people will say, I've dated a lot of people, and I was shocked to find out it was the same person, just in different bodies.
Yeah.
That's your patterns. And unless you're willing to break the patterns in you, you're just going to find another attractive pattern to interact with.
What are you implying with Alton?
Alton is an old pattern of yours. There is no way in the world that you should be attracted to him and what he's capable of bringing to you unless he is an old pattern. He is not having you be a bigger, better Sophia, as far as I can tell, other than he's putting up with a lot of crap, which might be different. I don't know.
Okay, I do experience that.
Mm-hmm. You really want your next level of development in your relationshiping to be somebody who puts up with your crap? That's the level that you want to reach for?
Well, I resonate with the first part. I resonated with the first thing that you said.
Yes. He's safe. He's highly intelligent. He's out of touch with a lot of his emotions. He's not very expressive. He's ADHD. Sounds pretty safe for a lion to be with.
I was crying about it today, but I didn't feel like he could see me or he could.
He can't. Why?
Value me.
He's a giraffe. Unless you teach him how to speak lion, what's he looking for? He's looking for leaves.
And you're saying that like the way to teach him is to fucking hit him when he's doing the wrong thing, or just like set boundaries beforehand. Like, if you continue to do this, I will hit you. Like
let's just be clear. He's not really a giraffe. He's bought into the belief that he is a giraffe. Now, he might be a giraffe. In that case, he's better find some giraffes to play with. Okay. He makes noises about wanting to be a large predator. All right. Unless you start treating him like one, How is he hoping to break out of his giraffe suit? If you keep treating him like a giraffe, what hope is there? If I keep treating you like some fragile little heavily traumatized little, whatever it is, what hope is there? I come in here and I go smack. I hit you in the arm. I'm not saying you're bad or wrong. I'm saying I think that this is crap. And you can say, you fucking abuser, I don't want to talk to you. Or you can punch me back.
But okay, I hear what you're saying. And
Gee, thanks. I'm so glad that your ears are working. Thanks for letting me know that your ears are working.
And the way that we punch is very different.
You haven't landed a punch yet. I don't care how you punch Sophia. Your job is to make me back the fuck up. You can't hit me like Sophia if it doesn't land. Your
Wait,
job
what?
is to hit. Your job is to hit me so I feel pain. So that you're doing something that has me stop what I'm doing. If you say, "Oh, crepe," that might work. That might work. But you come up and saying, "I don't like you, you nasty old bastard." I'm like, yeah, so what?
Yeah, like I just
Know your
I get very
audience.
loud and Alton just completely disengages.
Yeah, it's not doing anything.
Yeah.
Why are you getting loud if what happens is he's not there anymore? Gee, that's really effective. I get to be all righteous about being loud.
Okay, what do you suggest I do?
I don't
Like
know.
physically punch him? Like, do you
Why
want me
not?
to do that?
What's going to happen? Is he
What's
going to break?
happen?
Yes, if you punch
if
him.
I punch him physically?
Yes.
Okay. I can try that.
You can try it. You can go up and take one of his hairs and pluck it out of his head. He has plenty of those. I think that if you came up and he didn't know what was happening, and you're looking at his head and you reach up and what is she? Ow! What the hell are you doing? Oh, now that I have your attention, you're acting like an asshole. And you're like, right, I am acting like an asshole. I'm sorry about that.
Wow. That would be new for Alton.
Yes, and you might want to have a little talk to him beforehand and saying, you know what? I'm tired of being the loud, super critical bitch that my mother was. Okay? I'm tired of doing my mom. I want to try something else. Father, whatever. Okay? I want to try something else. So the next time I get to this place where I'm going to come over and I'm going to pluck a hair out of your head. And he's going to be like, I'll be bald in a week. And you're like, well, you better stop doing whatever it is that you're doing that makes me do that then, huh?
Okay.
You're not looking for solutions, Sophia. You're not looking for answers. You're looking for a way to change the dance. Because right now, he does giraffe, you do angry daddy lion, and nothing changes.
Yeah. Okay, I'll I'll try physical.
Yeah, try physical. I don't know. Stick a toothbrush in your ear. Fart on him. There's 1,000 things to do. Just don't do the angry daddy lion.
Yeah. I got you.
All right.
Classics.
Good luck. Just think, Alton, we might show up as matching bookends next time.
Great. Clear path forward.
Yeah, that's very clear.
Now, Clow also has the angry father lion thing, I think.
I thought it was Walker.
No, I've never experienced that with Walker.
No,
I've experienced that with
I'm
Clow.
pretty sure it's Walker.
Whoever is doing it, stop doing it. Do something else.
Okay.
Anything else, Jahan? Have you been entertained enough?
I'm having such a good time. Yes.
Good. I saw that you signed up for Hang.
I did.
Yeah, she burnt bodies everywhere, and Jahan picking her teeth, saying, that was a yummy
Last time
appetizer.
was really good.
Yeah.
Burnt a lot of bodies.
Yeah, you did.
It was fun.
Yeah.
Do it again.
Well, the problem, Jahan, is I didn't get, if it had been really good, I would have gotten reports. I didn't get any reports.
Mm.
Who is that bitch? Jesus Christ. Fuck. It's a good practice for you. Anything else?
Hi, Cloud.
Yeah, I really like it when lions do this to me. It just makes me feel really calm, at ease, nothing to worry about. Nothing. No. Yeah, if I walked in a room and Clow went, I would back out. I would not turn around. I would not expose my back. I would back out and say, okay, let's go get some burritos some other place. Yeah. Do you actually have a question, Jahan, or you just
I came to witness the slaughtering.
there's no slaughter going on, only passionate lovemaking.
Oh, is that what you call it?
Yeah.
All
What do
right.
you call it a slaughter?
I mean, it can be both. That felt like a little bit of both.
Do you know the Course in Miracles?
No.
Pity.
Clow, are you here?
She's channeling Cray.
I'm sorry, Craig. Did you ask something? I didn't hear you.
Yeah. I don't know this. I don't like this at all. Cray with hips and boobies? No, not a good idea.
So
Better
powerful.
boobies.
Ray, if you had hips and boobies, you'd be a force to be reckoned with.
So what makes you think I don't have hips? I'm
Maybe
serious.
you do.
What makes you think I don't have hips? Besides your bigotry.
Mm.
Yeah, tell me.
I don't know. I don't think you have a womb, though.
Are you going to chicken out? You're
No.
going to run. You are. You're not answering the question.
What makes me think you don't have hips?
Yep.
What are hips? Let's start
You're
there.
You're the one who
What are
said you
hips?
don't have hips. Okay. And now you're
Well,
doing
literally,
are you a lawyer?
you don't have the same.
Are you a lawyer?
Maybe.
Maybe. You're doing evasive tactics. That is very common in courtroom dramas.
Yeah.
Fine.
I love a
Wait.
little courtroom drama.
Yeah. Way to not own your wisdom or your intelligence. Yeah. Mhm.
No.
Hey, Walker, you can watch Jahan run like a scared little chicken into the other room, being very
Okay.
indignant about it.
Why doesn't Cray have hips?
Oh, now she's repeated. This is
Again?
the fourth time she's repeated this.
Huh.
Mhm.
Gray has bigger hips than I've seen on just about anyone besides Cloud.
Yeah.
What do you think those are?
No. Don't answer it. She. So you can you see this, Sophia? She is running like a little chicken, but she's very clear that she can't look like a little chicken running away. She's going to do it in a very intellectual fashion and deflective fashion. Yes. Or no, it's like a small chicken. Beep 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 beep.
I don't think you can be. If you had bigger hips, I think you would be more enticing.
Right.
Oh.
So then the figure is, why am I showing up as not enticing?
He was enticing enough to get you to sign up for Hang.
You are just you. I mean,
Mhm.
Walker, why you want another big hipped woman after your ass? Because you're an arrogant prick. I have no idea. But God bless you. God bless you. You have their attention. That means that they're not focused on us. Good.
Cloud's over here playing tarot cards.
Walker, you have to practice not using the 45 unless you're going to put a silencer on it. When you're fucking, that's fine. When you're actually fucking, that's fine. But when they extend their hand and you shoot them in the wherever, she actually liked it though. But she's like, "Oh, you caught me. Oh, interesting. What deck do you use, Clow?"
Various, but right now I'm using one that is called Angels and Ancestors. It's an oracle. It's not tarot.
One of
It's-
the fake ones. Yeah.
Yeah, just oracles, not tarot.
You finished figuring it out yet, Jahan?
I thought you let me off easy, but you didn't. You're coming back to it.
I'm not the one who put you on the hook. You put yourself on the hook.
I think I was thinking more physically, you know?
Oh, okay. So you're
Like
admitting
if you
being
were just
stupid.
if you had the no, I mean, I honestly did mean it literally. Like
Oh, so
what
you're referring, oh, so you're one of those people that are stuck in that dualistic masculine bodies, feminine bodies, and what hips are. You're not into the energetics or the soul or anything like. Okay, I'm just glad to know where we
not
stand.
true,
Well,
Cray.
that's not what you just said.
No, but at the same time,
Did you notice the
we
change in
can't
tone?
ignore no, we can't ignore the
No
fact that what people see
Cray.
first.
No Cray. What has hooked you, Jahan, if not the hips? Yeah, duh.
It's the hype.
Hype doesn't hook. Hype gets your attention.
Yeah,
You're hooked.
it's the energy
Of
of
what?
the space.
You're not gonna be blatant at all, are you? You're gonna run around, pretend, not own anything, not out anything.
Hmm.
Clow, this is what it looks like when a feminine admits that she likes to be pressed up against the wall with a hand around her throat, slowly choking her.
Sophia or Johan?
No, Sophia's never in a million, not this stage of Jahan.
Oh,
Yes, Jahan, you have anything you'd like to say? Or are you just gonna
Valid. No, true.
Hmm.
I like the
whose
pressure.
whose hips caught you?
What's true?
Wait a second.
Okay.
Whose hips caught you, Jahan,
In this moment,
in this dance?
Sophia,
Yours. Yeah, that
in
right
this
there.
moment,
No, in this dance, your hips caught you. Your hips responded. Your hips got
Hmm.
hooked. Yeah. Hmm. You had a question, Miss Brainiac? Sophia?
Oh.
Alton, one of your selling points is pointing in this recording and saying, watch what happens to Jahan. Watch what happens to her. Watch the energetic signature, how she shows up. And then when Cray asked that question, whose hips hooked you? That's why you should pay attention to him. It's not the answers, it's the dance.
Mhm.
Sophia came in looking to kill something.
Mhm.
And now look at her. It's not because of the answers, it's the dance. It's the flavor of the dance. All three women here are insanely fiery, insanely huge. And they're waiting for somebody to acknowledge that and to dance with them as if that were true. Pointing at Jahan and saying, this is a feminine who's okay with enjoying having a hand around her throat, slowly choking her pressed up against a wall. She could have said, yep, that's true. But she didn't. She checked. She went inside. She felt her hips. She felt the flame. And she's like, she has the ability to say, that's true. Is it all men, all walls, all hands? No, that would be an answer. It's how she was pressed up against a wall by me.
Straight.
And it's not about me. It's the dance that matters. Feminines are real good about saying, about acknowledging that. Masculines are like, it has to be high titties and a tight ass, or I'm not looking at it. What are you smiling about, Sophia?
I was thinking about this earlier today.
Now, you ladies got to know that most 90, statistically, all of the men out there can't do this. They can't dance with your flame and not get reactive to it. You have to train them. Dousing them with lava is not a smart move. You can get away with it once, twice, maybe 3 times. You want to do the frog in the pot, right? You want to turn the fire up slowly.
Alton just goes in and just, he's like,
Yeah, but his flames are so goddamn small, it doesn't really make any difference.
ah. Okay.
Anything else?
Thank you, Cray.
Who said that? You better not have said that, Sophia. I swear to God.
Just say Sophia.
Anything else? Once, twice?
Practice is for me to continue integrating this work.
You just keep being you. Okay? You just keep right now in my best understanding, you have 2 fire breathers in the house with you. Or Cloud, now you have 3. And all the 2 of you can do is just be the best dance partners you can be. There are no answers.
It's just me right now.
Hmm?
It's just
Oh.
me. I'm the only woman there in the house.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Shoot. There's Allie too.
Allie's not here.
Allie is not there, nor
Oh.
does she, nor is she a fire.
I see.
Could be, could be. Spent too much time in a pool. Okay. Anything else? Can I go, Alton?
Thanks, Graham.
Val is cueing me to speak right now.
Oh, great.
And
I'm here because she asked me
so
to be here.
are you showing us how big your little wiener is? Is that what you're doing right now? You're blaming you're being here on the feminine? You're blaming her right now.
I'm not blaming her.
then just do what she tells you to do and don't tell us that she's making you do it.
The thing is,
Don't, yeah, now you're going to do it again. You're going to do it again. If your feminine is cueing you and there are other masculines around, unless they're seasoned veterans, okay, you don't have to tell them that she's cueing you. Why? What's the point? She's got my balls in her hands. You know, what's the point? Own the fact that you're pretend. Pretend you're the man she wants you to be and you're doing what she's cueing you to do.
I guess I don't know what it is because she said that she wanted to talk.
Pretend. Jump out of the plane. Look for the parachute afterwards.
So we decided to join the call when we overheard some talk of consequences and hair plucking and punching arms. In our experience, that has not worked, and we've been.
Why not? Why not? Why is it going to work with Sophia and you guys shouldn't do that?
I guess both Clow and I would respond differently to that than Alton would.
No, both you and Clow will respond the same way, I think. You break her favorite little china figure, she's going to find something even more precious than yours to break, and then you're going to find even something more precious of hers to break. You two aren't feeling anything. When you two get activated, your feelings go out the window. Your ability to connect goes out the window.
Sometimes.
Okay, but yeah. When Clow is acting like a raging bitch, however you want to define that, I don't think she's with Sophia in the righteousness of it. And she's testing you. If I was with Clow and she acted like a bitch, I would walk away. And she's like, where are you going? I said, I'm going away until you stop being possessed by your inner child. I'm being possessed by my inner child. And you're like, uh-huh. Yeah, okay. I'm just going to take a break then. Yellow card. I'm out of here.
Yeah, it's like the opposite of your pattern. The current pattern that they're playing.
Yeah. I would hope you could do what Clow does. I hope Clow. No, I wouldn't wish that on Clow. So. Who is in Breakfast at Tiffany's?
Audrey Hepburn.
That's your role model, Clow.
Wow.
Audrey Hepburn.
Oh my God.
Allison watches too much TV to know who she is or anything.
Yes, yeah, just do a Google search, okay? Figure it out.
Yeah.
Sophisticated, classy. Has never broken a nail digging in the ground in her entire life. Yeah.
That's not me.
Exactly.
That's the point.
Yeah.
God, Walker, you may want to set up talking tomorrow because you look so far gone right now.
No, I mean, I feel like today I've been really handling Clow's emotions super well and just leaning into breathing deeply and not reacting to them. And I'm just here because she said she wanted to talk to you, but she didn't want to go on alone. So that's why I was confused when she was cueing me to speak.
Yeah, you just did it. You shouldn't have done any of that. There's no reason for us. So what you're doing is you're doing the repressed Clow. When she gets all crazy and doing inappropriate things, you're doing the same thing now. You're just doing it much more civilized. You're screaming and yelling and telling us what a bitch she is and how hard it is and how good you've been trying to be, but she just keeps pushing you and pushing you and pushing you.
I don't think I really minded. I just don't. I'm
So
not.
now you just said, yes, Cray, she's being a total bitch, but I don't really mind it. Okay. See? And the thing is, the same way that Alton has to learn that what he's doing is causing discomfort in her, you have to do the same thing with Clow. But it's not by hitting her, it's by walking away. I'm not going to stand here and be abused by your inner child, Clow. I understand that you have anger work and you have this and you have this and you have this. I'm not your therapist. I'm your fucking husband. Okay? I'm not your rapist. I'm not your father. I'm not any of the people who is bad to you. I may be acting like them. I agree. Okay? But this is not working for me. And I am not going to blow up at you the way that they did. Okay? I am not going to repeat those patterns with you. And if all I can do right now is walk away for 5 minutes, I'll be back. I might leave immediately, but I'm in this to the end. Okay? Did you see what I looked like on that call with Cray? I don't want to be there. That's not who I want to be. And fighting you, sitting in the ring with you and trading blows, that's what happens when I do that. So I'm not going to do that anymore. I love you. I want to be married to you. I want to spend a lifetime with you. And getting in the ring and trading blows with you, I cannot see how that's going to work for me. So I'm going to try doing something different. You don't have to agree with my yellow carding. Okay? When I pull a yellow card and say I'm taking a 5-minute break, that's about me. That's me taking care of myself. Does that make sense? Intellectually? Try that lava trick a few more times, Clow, and he's going to leave. It's not the mark of his love for you that he stands and takes whatever you want to give him. The mark of his love is he'll take it up to a certain point. And you can make that about him not loving you or not appreciating you, but no, nobody gets to dump shit all over everybody all the time. You have to find another way through this, Clow. Audrey Hepburn. Audrey Hepburn will not throw lava on anybody. Anything else?
That was gorgeous, Cray.
Oh, shut up.
He makes up that I'm already hitting him.
Does he have any bruising to show?
No.
Then you haven't been hitting him.
Exactly.
His sensitive little soul may experience your breathing hard as physically impacting him, but we're looking for real live physical bruising.
Great. I'll remember these words for Sophia.
No,
No, not
now we have the adolescent masculine standing up and saying, well, if it's good enough for you, it's going to be good enough for me, and I'm going to pay you back in spades, you bitch.
Yeah, totally, dude.
Like,
That is exactly what
seriously, this is where we're going to go? Your medicine should be completely different than hers. Alton,
What's the
you're a
strategy
fucking
you use?
giraffe. You're not a lion. Her medicine is not going to work with you.
He's like
No,
get
see?
ready to,
Oh,
to receive the same,
good,
thing. And
Good.
I'm like,
This is
dude.
you doing Alton. You're doing Alton now. You're going, or you're when you say, "Oh, look, he's doing it. He's doing it." You're doing the Sophia version right now.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Kind of feels good, but yeah.
Gee, I wonder if it feels good to him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Fucked up shit. Okay. Unless anybody's got a really specific question, I'm out of here.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Uy, se fue.